Guys, I'm going to throw something at you right now. It might knock you off your chair. Oh, yeah. I remember a big fight going on East Coast, West Coast. West Coast, the notorious B.I.G. East Coast, Tupac. You wouldn't think an old man like me would know anything about that, would you? Oh, no. I know where I'm at, and when I'm in towns, I know what to say. I spent as much time on the West Coast as I have the East Coast in my life, about 50-50. I raised my kids in Arizona, raised them out there, my stepchildren. This is the difference that I say, Watachi, between a redneck and a hillbilly is the same difference between notorious B.I.G. and Tupac. It's a fact. Rednecks, oh, buddy, I'm telling you what. West Coast, hey, I know what they got. I'm telling you what. I've seen it. Ain't no doubt about it. But there is a difference. The rednecks, they've got an arsenal like you don't even understand. People, you'd almost think it's military, and it should be, according to the Second Amendment. We should have the same weapons. That Second Amendment, folks, doesn't say the right to bear guns. It says the right to bear arms. And I assure you, the rednecks have embraced the Second Amendment. No doubt. That's a fact. All weapons. I've seen them. Now, difference between the redneck and the hillbillies. Hillbillies East Coast. They didn't have all the money that the rednecks had. They couldn't afford all them. Let me turn my notes over here. They couldn't afford all them AK-47s, AR-15s, the shotguns, the bows, the knives, and some unspeakables that it's classified. I can't talk about it. No, hillbillies are known to have a rope, a rifle, and a smoker. The rope for the deer. Oh, yeah. I know. You guys don't think a hillbilly can catch a deer with a rope. I assure you, we can. The Indians taught us how to do it, to be honest with you. But a rifle for the smaller animals, like raccoon, possum, rabbit, something like that, we easily pick up. And a smoker, like I said, but the smoker's for the fishing. The hillbillies can catch every fish anytime. We are fishermen. That's fact. Just like Jesus. Well, no, he was a carpenter, but he knew a lot of fishermen. Hillbillies can't afford all them weapons you guys got, all them rednecks got out on the West Coast. Now, we couldn't do that. But what you better watch out for, and I am somebody who can testify to this. It was when you come into the hillbilly mountain ranges, like the Blue Ridge Mountain, the Smoky Mountains. What was that other range down there? Blue Ridge, Smoky Mountains, and there's another range down there. It's different than the Rocky Mountains. That's for sure. You come on that land down there, we know how to hurt you without a gun. We don't need guns. Just come on to the land. Find out. Now, us hillbillies are involved in the Revolutionary War. And we helped with our squirrel guns. Except we didn't fight the way they fought a normal war. We hid behind the rocks and the trees and up in the trees and picked you off with a squirrel gun. Well, we no longer just have squirrel guns either. That's what, and you got to figure out what we do have. But the first thing you got to do is figure out how to cross our lands without dying if we don't want you there. God loves you. I love you. Sometimes strengths can be weaknesses. Sometimes weaknesses can be strengths. You never know how it's going to happen. But America, East Coast and West Coast, has rednecks and hillbillies. Now what are you going to do? The world, what would you do with a bunch of rednecks and hillbillies? How could you defeat us? We are America. Answer that. God loves you. I love you. Seek Jesus.